Hi, good morning to all. In the previous class, we have discussed various aspects of a lifespan. And during that time, I told you, except single-celled organisms, all the organisms has a natural death. But when we observe nature, a number of species persist generation after generation. How? Let us look at the screen. Did you observe the screen? A number of organisms and the young ones. Through which process the organisms produce the young ones? Yes, through the process of reproduction. And what do you mean by reproduction? We can define reproduction as a biological process in which organisms give rise to young ones similar to itself. I'll repeat. Reproduction is defined as a biological process in which organism give rise to young ones similar to itself. And what is the purpose or importance of reproduction? The reproduction enables the continuity of a species generation after generation. Reproduction enables the continuity of a species generation after generation. Now, let us see what are the different types of reproduction. We can classify reproduction mainly into two categories based on the involvement of one or two parents. First one is asexual reproduction and the other is sexual reproduction. When the offsprings are produced by only a single parent without the involvement of gamete formation, we call it as asexual reproduction. When the offsprings are produced by only a single parent without the involvement of gamete formation, we call it as asexual reproduction. When the parents of opposite sex are involved in the reproductive process with the formation and union of gametes, we call it as sexual reproduction. Today, we can discuss about the asexual reproduction. And we can see what are the characteristic features of asexual reproduction. First point is, in asexual reproduction, there is the involvement of only a single parent. A single parent is capable of producing the offsprings. And the second one is, there is no union of gametes. There is no formation and union of gametes. Asexual means without the use of sex cells. So there is no formation and union of gametes. And the third one is the offsprings produced are identical to one another and they are the exact copies of their parents. They are identical to one another and exact copies of their parent. And so, such offsprings produced during asexual reproduction are known as clone. The offsprings produced by asexual reproduction are known as clone. Then how can we define a clone? Morphologically and genetically similar individuals produced during asexual reproduction is known as clone. It's a repeated question in the plus 2 examination. So, the definition of clone is very important. The morphologically and genetically similar individuals produced during asexual reproduction is known as clone. Then the next point is the asexual reproduction is a simple and fast process and it occurs usually in the primitive organisms. So these are the characteristic features of asexual reproduction. First point is there is the involvement of only a single parent. Second, there is no union of gametes. Third, the offsprings produced are morphologically and genetically similar and they are known as clone. Fourth one, asexual reproduction is simple and fast process and usually it occurs in the primitive organisms. Now let us see what are the different types of asexual reproduction. The first one is binary fission. And usually in unicellular single-celled organisms, this type of reproduction occurs. And what is binary fission? A single cell divides equally and each cell will develop into a new individual. That is known as a binary fission. For example, amoeba and paramecium, the binary fission occurs. And when we say about the amoeba, when unfavorable conditions occurs, the amoeba forms a three-layered tough and hard wall around it and become inactive. And such cyst formation is known as encystation. And when favorable conditions returns, the amoeba inside the cyst divide by multiple fission and it will produce a number of spore-like structures, and when the cell bursts out, all those spores will release and form a new individual, and that process is called sporulation. So in the case of amoeba, encystation and sporulation you should also study. Now, the second type of asexual reproduction is by the formation of buds. In some organisms, a small outgrowth develops in the one part of the organism and that will develop into a new individual, and after that they detach from the parent organism and develop into a new individual. Such asexual reproduction is known as by the bud formation. Example, yeast and hydra. Then the third type of asexual reproduction is by zoospore formation. In some of the fungi and most of the algae we can see zoospore formation, and the zoospores are oval shaped biflagellated motile spores which are produced inside the body, and when the cell bursts and release the zoospores and that will develop into a new organism. The example is a Chlamydomonas, the algae Chlamydomonas, the zoospore formation occurs. And the next type of asexual reproduction is the conidia formation. In some of the fungi, certain round spore-like structures which arise at the tip of the hyphae, and those will detach from the parent and develop into a new individual. Such a small round chain-like structures are called conidia. For example, the fungus Penicillium. In Penicillium, we can see the conidia formation. And the next type of reproduction is by gemule formation. In the phylum Porifera, especially in sponges, we can see gemules, a structure that is developed inside the body of the organism, and through the opening all those gemules will release and develop into a new individual. So in sponges, the asexual reproductive method is a gemule formation. And the last one is fragmentation. In some of the organisms, the body is divided into or break down into a number of parts. They are called fragments, and each fragment will develop into a new individual. That type of asexual reproduction is known as fragmentation. It occurs in hydra and a number of filamentous algae. So those are the various types of asexual reproduction in primitive animals. First one is binary fission. Example, amoeba and paramecium. Second one is by the formation of buds, yeast and hydra. And the third one is by zoospore formation. Example, certain fungi and Chlamydomonas. Then the fourth one is gemule formation. Example, sponges. And the last, fragmentation, filamentous algae and hydra. So those are the main asexual reproductions in the primitive animals. The notes regarding this class is included in the description box and also pinned as the first comment. If you have any doubt about the class, you can ask in the comment box. And if you like my class and if you feel useful, you should like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, bye.